Alright guys, Max here, and this is my review for the Digi Warriors SabreLeomon. Now, this is a figure I got when I was very young, whenever it first came out, and I believe it was something my parents got me for Christmas as a present, and I've had it ever since, and I gotta be honest, it is one of my favorite figures. Not only for the nostalgia value of, me having it since I was a little kid, which not all my figures are like that. I got several of them through eBay over the years, just trying to complete my collections. But this is an original figure of mine, which actually I sell through eBay as well. I sell a bunch of Digimon stuff through eBay. Lots of the multiple things I get in lots through eBay purchases. And through selling and learning the value of all these things, I've realized this is a really rare figure, actually. This had a limited release only in certain parts of the United States, and even where it was released there, it was still very small in numbers. So it's actually a pretty rare, valuable figure, and I gotta be honest, I think it's one of the best looking ones I've seen that Bandai has put out. I'll give you a full 360 view of it here, and I gotta be honest, just in terms of design, I can't complain about anything. There's no flaws to it. Unlike things like War Greymon, where he had the screws in his legs and back, or Omnimon, where I think it was a little flawed just in terms of standing and the positioning of the cape. I can't say anything bad about this guy's design. Not I'm saying the other designs were bad, but this guy just looks good. You can put him on your shelf, and from any angle, he looks good, and there's no real design flaws at all. So this is honestly one of the most impressive things I personally have on my shelf, I believe. And I guess I'll go ahead and get into articulation now. I'll start with the head here. It clicks up 3 times, so it can almost be in like a howling pose or a looking up pose. And its mouth opens up. You can see there. Open and close. And I'm going to leave his head up now for the articulation of the legs part of this. You can see the legs will go back about that far, and they will go forward about that far whenever you have his head all the way up. But they won't go quite that far whenever you have his head down. And then the bottom of the legs will go 90 degrees forward and about 45 degrees back. Also, these are on a joint, so they will spin all the way around. Why you need them to spin all the way around, I don't know. But side to side a little I can understand. Obviously, the articulation on the other leg is the same. And on the back legs, they will go forward about that far, and they will go back about that far. So not a whole lot of movement there. And again, these will be 90 degrees there, 45 degrees there, and they will spin as well. Now, you can see with the red markings on this, you can line them up and then bend the leg to right about where, SabreLeomon is almost intended to have the just regular standing pose. And, it always does look a little better if you have them lined up. So, not a whole lot of articulation to this guy. Pretty simple figure, but a good-looking figure. I've always been a fan of SabreLeomon. I think it's a cool mega form of Leomon. I've never actually liked Leomon's design that much, so I was always more of a SabreLeomon kind of person, and I wish he always would have got more time in the anime. I think he was pretty cool, and, he would have been a good addition there, as opposed to me not really liking Leomon. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot more to say about this figure. It's pretty simple, pretty great, and I gotta say it's one of the better Digi Warriors figures that I own, at least, that I've had experience with. So I would definitely recommend, if you can get this guy for a reasonable price anywhere, to pick him up. Not only is he rare, valuable, but it's a great figure to have on your shelf. So I can't recommend him enough. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this review, and if you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comments section and let me know. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.